Bungie dropped a pretty thick ViDoc today, giving us a behind-the-curtain look at the upcoming Year 4 of D2, aka Beyond Light, and the next season of content officially called Season of the Hunt. I'll get into covering everything on the official content calendar in a minute, but first let's quickly sum up what was contained in the ViDoc. First, we get a fair amount of info that most of us already know. We're introduced to the new environment of Europa and how the Stranger has returned to continue helping us as well as encouraging us to both understand and attempt to wield the darkness. The darkness is represented by our fourth new damage element type called Stasis, which Bungie created around the central theme of being able to freeze things. But remember, it's not ice though.
Time to fight fire with fire, or ice with ice.
Bungie shows us the work that went into creating the feel and sound of Stasis, which included roughing up a family of slinkies and the gentle recording of a breast pump. They quickly remind us about aspects and fragments, two methods you'll be able to use in order to customize your subclass experience a little deeper. Again, fragments are class agnostic and aspects are class specific. We get more clips of new exotic weapons and exotic armor that Bungie has announced in weeks prior. Bungie confirms you can use the No Time to Explain with its little dimensional bullet buddy alongside the Arc Soul on the Warlock skill tree, meaning you can have two buddies up at the same time. We get more footage of our new chainsaw sword, which can penetrate anti-barrier champions in Nightfalls, but not one-shot them, apparently. Side note, that makes me think it'll already be outclassed by the Ariana's Vow, which has the added benefit of not being a power weapon. But I don't want to pee in the punch bowl too quickly on that. We'll see. The Titan exotic armor that allows you to convert your barricade into an overshield has a confirmed shield duration time of 20 seconds. No word yet on whether the overshield will regenerate or not. I'm guessing no, or I should say I'm hoping no, because that would probably be OP, but for now, still looking hella strong. We also have new footage of the Necrotic Grip Warlock exotic and how the poison spreading effect works in-game. Quick note, the footage of that exotic being used is very clearly on the old Omnigul strike from the D1 Cosmodrome, so get ready to see the return of that wailing biatch in Year 4. On that note, Bungie talks about how they've expanded the Cosmodrome area, including the addition of a new character to help guide New Light players named Shah Han. Finally, we get a little more info on Season of the Hunt, aka Season 12. The season focuses on us working together with both Osiris and, surprise surprise, Uldren Sov, who has been revived as a guardian since the end of Forsaken. Uldren now refers to himself as Crow and has no memory of his previous life before getting revived, meaning he doesn't remember his whole fiasco with both the Guardian and Cade. Xivu Arath, who if you didn't know is the younger sister to both Savathun and Oryx, is dropping cryptoliths around the system, which is both attracting Fallen and Cabal to them and corrupting them. We're told Xivu is in the process of building an army, likely in cahoots with her big sister Savathun, aka the Witch Queen. Bungie ends the ViDoc mentioning that Year 4 will feature Savathun carefully placing dominoes for a battle plan she intends on launching in Year 5. And with that, let's bring up the Season of the Hunt calendar from Bungo's website. The new season kicks off on November 10th, and week 1 of the new content will focus mostly on Beyond Light, aka Year 4. We'll be able to unlock our new artifact, explore the new area Europa, and unlock our brand new Stasis subclasses. We'll also have access to a new strike called the Glassway, as well as a new activity called Empire Hunts. No word yet on what the Empire Hunts actually are, but I'd imagine they'll likely focus on Aramis and her army of Fallen tampering with the darkness on Europa. On November 13th, aka the first weekend after the new content drops, Adept Weapons are being added to Trials of Osiris. It's worth noting that despite not being listed on the free to all players list, Trials of Osiris still does have the free to all players icon on it, if you were worried about that. The second week of Year 4, aka November 17th, will begin to focus more on Season of the Hunter rather than just Beyond Light. We'll get our first Season of the Hunter mission on November 17th, likely us hooking up with Osiris and Crow, and we'll have access to Wrathborn Hunts, the activity mentioned in the ViDoc about Xivu Arath gathering her army with weird hive structures. On November 21st, the Deepstone Crypt raid launches, and on December 8th, we get our first Iron Banner of Year 4. The Dawning, aka D2's winter holiday cookie baking event, goes live on December 15th, and will go until January 5th. Both Iron Banner and The Dawning are free to all players. And that's it. Some old stuff, some new stuff, but we now have a very clear window into our first few weeks of content as we move into Beyond Light and Year 4. If we get any new info, I'll be sure to let you know, as usual, and in the upcoming days, I plan on having more videos that talk about how to better prepare for Beyond Light, so make sure you ring the notification bell to stay alerted for those. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.